Hi folks, and Merry Christmas. With all the confusion being spread about the budget, I just wanted to put out some information for you to consider. First of all, the legislature passed several budgets, all of which the governor vetoed because they did not contain the massive and oppressive tax increases he wanted for spending. Even though our budgets gave the governor 70% of the line items at the funding levels he asked for, or higher, he vetoed the entire package each time. Then we tried to pass separate line items of emergency funds to schools, rape crisis centers, and other critical human services. The governor and the Democrats refused to vote for them and refused to vote with us to override the veto. Our school district should remember that we have been collecting your taxes, and the schools have continued to collect your local property taxes. Those funds are in the Treasury. We tried to drive that money out to the schools, but the governor refused, trying to create a crisis that is wholly unnecessary. He did this at the same time he spent nearly $30 billion without legislative authorization. We don't know fully what these items are because his administration won't tell us. He also vetoed the very bill, School Watch, that would have required transparency in school spending, and he has so far refused to comply with a law already in effect called Penn Watch, which requires all government expenditures to be put online for public viewing. This governor is waging a war on taxpayers, and I am resisting his efforts at every turn. Remember, we are spending more on education than ever before in the history of our Commonwealth. At a time when you are losing income, this governor wants to increase your taxes to give raises to special interests, largely unions who donated heavily to his last campaign. As you may know, I have announced my own budget plan that merely curbs the spending increase to 1.8% while saving an additional $500 million. It has a total spend number of $29.7 billion. That's still $500 million more than last year because we have to pay an extra $500 million in pension increases this year for state employees. My budget does not require any tax increases and funds our government at almost 2% more than last year. The House has also passed meaningful pension reform, and I have voted 3 times for liquor privatization, which eliminates state control of the liquor stores, not modernization, which just dresses up the existing stores. We have to stand strong against a governor who would rob every taxpayer of the fruits of his or her labor. His lust for spending is an addiction. With every injection, he satiates himself while another taxpayer lays prostrate in the gutter as a victim. We need to put the governor in spending rehab, and my budget does just that. Know that I will fight for the taxpayer and will not vote for the tax increases he is desperately pushing for. Political rhetoric about how we have to increase spending is absolutely not true. This governor is waging war on the taxpayers of this state, but as long as I am serving, the taxpayers will be defended. Till next time, God bless.